No, you'll have yours in a moment. One, two, one. Yeah, that's done it before on that new thing. Right, well, we're here. And hopefully you can hear us now. And Sue, check the chat. And welcome to Toast Club. Yay!
Where did you get the chat on?
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, so it's good to be with you at this time after half term. Yeah. So shall I just say something in the hello, everyone. There we go. Everyone.
I said chat.
Yes, there we go. Yes, that's it. It
it
says Jane Mucklow. Yes, hooray!
Yay!
Hooray!
And
Yes.
Delaney's.
Yes, that's great. That's great.
Hello,
Now,
Delaney's. Hello, Hope and Faith and Grace.
now I must keep a watch of all the thingamajigs here. But anyway, so
It's
what's
looking very complicated in our front room.
yeah, we're not up on this at all. We've got so much stuff around and everything. But anyway, we're here, which is the main thing. How are you all doing?
How are you doing?
How you doing?
Yes,
How you doing?
half term. Did anyone go away? Did anyone get wet at half term?
I got very wet at half term. Yes,
Did you?
yeah, I was doing something out and about, and I got very wet. Yes, yeah. Well, that's the way it works, isn't it? Look, you got your chat up there, dear.
Yeah, I've got my chat
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So, so the Delaney's are there. Hello, Delaney's. Nice to see you as well. So, Sue, stop
Yes.
mucking around with the chat. What are we doing today then?
Well, it's the continuing story of Daniel's new normal.
All right, Daniel. Yes.
Yeah, because he does get locked up again later on, but we haven't got to that story yet. But we've got another exciting story, and at half term we were going to do the story of the fiery furnace and do some land art. But as you know, it rained.
It did rain. Yes.
It did rain.
Yep.
So I think I showed you my land art. See if I can do my land
Because
art.
nothing's working today. We've got it all set up, but nothing's working. So Sue's going to show you on now.
Oh no, you can't do that, can you?
Oh no, I can zoom in. Here we go. No, you don't need to zoom in, dear. You need to hold it up just
no,
about
I
here.
need to click
There
on
we
it.
go.
I need to click on it,
There we go. Let's click on it.
and then
There we go.
and turn it round.
And it's that way, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't want to turn.
Yeah, it's
Is
very
this your
upside down.
sideways one?
Mm,
So that's Daniel. No,
Shadrach,
Shadrach, Meshach.
Meshach and Abednego.
Yeah,
in a fiery furnace.
sideways in the fiery furnace. Yeah, take that back.
So my question to you is, did anybody else do land art? We have done that story before, because it's a brilliant, brilliant story where they all go in the fiery furnace and nothing happens to them. In fact, they don't get burnt at all.
They don't get burnt to a crisp.
Nor do their clothes. Nothing.
The clothes don't get burnt to a crisp.
No, and yet the people throwing them in get burnt to a crisp. So it's a bit
Well, they
of a
don't. They fell
weird-
over. They fell over.
They
They
died.
swooned and died,
Yes.
which is a bit sad.
But King
Yeah.
Nebuchadnezzar saw how many people walking in? Does anyone know?
28.
How many people?
35?
He threw 3 people into the fiery furnace, but how many people did he see walking in the flames?
I've no idea. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to see if anyone knows. Oh, you cheating, Mr. Mitchell.
Me? No, no, not at all.
Well,
Look,
that was our story at half term, but we didn't quite do it. But
they got it right in the chat.
oh, well
got
done,
it right
Mark
in the chat.
Close.
Yes, they have.
Yeah,
yes,
well
yeah,
done.
yeah.
It was 4 people. And of course, we did our walk in the rain.
Yeah.
So well done. I think the Mucklows and Spagnolis survived.
Toast. It sounds fun and yummy to me. 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 Toast is a treat, hey come and see. Toast is a treat, hey come and see. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity. Amazing fun, sensational time. Amazing fun, sensational time. At Toast Club we'll do just fine. At Toast Club we'll do just fine. Toast. It sounds fun and yummy to me. Toast. It sounds fun and yummy to me. To join the trail, just one way. Join the trail, just one way. Follow the arrow, here today. Follow the arrow, here today. Stay close, come on. Follow the guide. Stay close, come on. Follow the guide. We'll find God's treasure side by side. We'll find God's treasure side by side. Toast. It sounds fun and yummy to me. Toast. It sounds fun and yummy to me. Toast. Toast. Yeah.
Two, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Now
Is that working?
it is. Yes,
that
you can
good?
see it working there. You see, I don't know why, but it's through the mix. One, two, 1 2. Well, we'll see. I've just
We've got a dodgy lead.
yeah, I've squashed the lead now, so hopefully there we go. I think we're all right. I think
It's all working. Well,
every week a technical issue, usually of the sound, isn't it? Totally hopeless. Right. So is it time for the story yet?
no.
Oh,
Charlie.
Charlie?
Was going absolutely bananas earlier. Do you know why?
No.
Because I found this squidgy. I don't know what's happened. I also found a broken light.
Oh, no.
and lots of squashed bananas.
Oh,
it was a
dear.
big mess. Can you see if he's all right?
Okay, I'll just hop over here and see if he's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
You keep chatting, Sue. Where
You
is
can
he?
keep chatting. So, everybody, how's it to be back at school again? Because you've had a week and a little
Charlie.
bit back at school. So, how's it gone? Is it good? Is it nice to see your friends again after that long wet break at half term? Well, we didn't go away, and we didn't know where's Charlie gone?
He's nearly here.
There's nothing on there written about Charlie.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, I see.
It's just that naughty Charlie. You know, he was doing juggling and everything.
Yeah, he was doing juggling, wasn't he? Yeah, yeah. Right, I've got Charlie, dear. Do you want to change camera?
How do I do that, dear?
Well, just press the middle, that one there. And hopefully it's us and Charlie. There we are. It's us and Charlie. I've got Charlie here by the fireplace. Why isn't the fireplace on? Well, it will be later. Yes. So, yeah. You've been a bit naughty, have you? Yes. Yeah. Why have you been a bit naughty, have you? Why have you been a bit naughty? You've been juggling things. You've been juggling things, have you? Yes. What have you been juggling? Bananas. Bananas? Yeah, you're still waiting for them to come down off the ceiling. Really? Oh, yeah. There's one on the ceiling. I wonder if it'll unstick itself and fall down in front of us. That's got to be the biggest. That's got to be the biggest hint from my wife. But we'll try again, shall we? I wonder if that banana will unstick itself from. That's just hopeless. It's just so you can see we rehearsed this. Hopeless throw. It was a hopeless throw, wasn't it? Yeah. We were thinking somewhere down there by the fireplace, weren't we? What was that? It was a banana unsticking itself from the ceiling. Well, it took a long time, didn't it? Yes.
Well, I heard Charlie was
What?
showing off again. That's what I heard.
Were you showing off, Charlie? Charlie. He was showing off again. Charlie. You didn't mean to. He just got overcome with showing offiness. Have you ever got overcome with showy offiness? You know what it's like when somebody says, "Oh, I can do this," and then you say, "Oh, no, I can do that." No, bet you can't. Bet you can. Bet you can't. Bet you can. Bet you can't. And that's what your friends were saying, and that's why you juggled all those bananas, and that's why they all stuck to the ceiling because they all got so squashy. You were juggling them so much. Charlie, you know nothing comes any good if you're mucking about and doing lots of juggling, does it? Oh dear. Sue, I think it's back to you. It's back to you. Would you like to press the button again?
Which one do I press?
Same one. It's very clever. There we go. It's back to you.
Well, that's
Now,
isn't
Charlie,
it?
you go and sit over
In fact,
there.
I found a whole load of rather green-looking bananas from Charlie here. Yes, Charlie was showing off, and he got a bit carried away, a bit big for his boots. So
Bit big for his boots, you know. At one stage, we might even have microphones on us, and everybody can hear us, except I don't know. It's probably
Now-
too loud. Anyway, yes.
I was going to try and tell the story, and we have pictures, but we haven't got pictures. But we have got some other little helping people. So you're just going to have to
What?
put them up. So does
Oh, okay.
anyone know this story about Nebuchadnezzar? Well, I haven't told you yet, have I? But after the fiery furnace, a few years have gone by. King Nebuchadnezzar is still might and great and
Hang on,
big
King Nebuchadnezzar. Is
no,
it that
that's
one?
not King Nebuchadnezzar. No, King Nebuchadnezzar in his purple robes.
All right,
Do you remember
yeah.
he was a really, really powerful king, and the whole of the Babylonian Empire was the greatest empire at that
I'm
time.
a really
There he is.
powerful king.
Yes.
My name is Nebuchadnezzar.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
But
But what?
Nebuchadnezzar had another dream. You remember he had a dream ages and ages ago, and that was really rotten. You wouldn't
had a dream.
and you wouldn't tell
Ah, yeah.
anybody what you'd had a dream of, and then you were going to put them all to death because they couldn't tell you what it was.
Absolutely.
A bit rotten.
Yep,
But Daniel did tell you what it was, wasn't
he
it?
did.
And it was
Yes,
a
by the
giant
grace
statue.
of God, he told me.
That's right. Well, this time you had your dream and you were a
By
bit...
the way, if you want to ask me any questions about being a king, just type them in the box now. Yes, go on with the story,
Sad
please.
me.
We're all waiting.
Okay. Well, King Neb, you've had another dream and you got... any fruit on it yet.
It was an amazing tree. Yes,
Yeah.
the sound went there again. Boo,
Oh, dear.
boo.
But it was the most beautiful tree.
Yes.
And then one... But just... Still not... Oh, yeah. Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
So
going.
the
We're
whole
on. We're on.
tree was cut down and they just left the stump and they put a kind of a band of iron and bronze around the stump.
Ah,
So, strange dream.
very
So,
strange dream. Yes.
Are you
very
going to
strange.
tell us what it meant?
Oh. I need to go and pray about that, and then God will tell me.
Okay. Okay. Well, perhaps we can have King Nebuchadnezzar back on again now. Because Daniel was really disturbed by this dream, because actually he did know what the meaning was, and it was really, really sad, and he didn't want to tell the king. And he said, "Oh, I wish it had happened to one of your enemies and not you, king." But
What?
the king made him tell him. Yeah. So this is what Daniel told you, isn't it? That tree, that huge, big tree, was actually you. You'd grown so big and powerful, and you were looking at lots and lots of people you looked after in your land and everything like that. But you had become so big and powerful, and you'd forgotten who'd put you there. And so the decree went out that tree should be knocked down, chopped down right at its base. And it did.
Just a moment. That tree is me.
Yeah. And it was drenched in dew. And then suddenly the dream shifts a bit because it actually starts talking about a person. And that person becomes like a wild animal. And his hair would grow like the feathers of an eagle.
But
And his
that's going to
claws
be
would
me.
grow. Exactly.
No.
And actually, that is what is going to happen to you. You're going... He's going to go a bit mad. And he was going to make his home with the animals. The wild animals. Oh dear, poor Nebuchadnezzar. The animals. And then pigs and things like that. Many pigs as well. That's right. And actually, That's really, really sad, wasn't it? So poor King Nebuchadnezzar, absolutely. And Daniel said, he said, I wish it wasn't going to happen to you. But I tell you what, why don't you be kind to all the people in your land and stop saying how wonderful you are and
Yeah, that's what I
actually
said.
acknowledge God as the one that you put you there.
Yeah.
But do you know,
Did he listen?
12 months later,
A whole lockdown.
King Nebuchadnezzar was walking on the palace roof
Yeah.
and he was saying, oh, look at this amazing place I've built. I am so wonderful. Look what I've done. I've done it all. I'm so
Now what's going to
wonderful."
happen?
And as soon as he said those words, this sickness, we probably call it mental illness now, really struck him down and he became like an animal of the forest and his hair grew and his nails grew.
Yeah.
Now it says that this happened for 7 times, but nobody quite knows how long that 7 times was. Was it 7 days, months, years?
Don't know.
Lots of theories about that. But
I should
King
know.
Nebuchadnezzar, but I think his country was so well organised with all the governors, it just
Yeah.
went on.
Yeah.
And probably because Daniel had this dream, Daniel, you knew that he was going to be restored because the stump had not been removed.
That's
It
right.
had just
Yeah,
been
that's a
cut down.
good thing. He had to learn his lesson, but then he was going to be
And that's what happened.
restored. Yeah.
And that's what happened. So King Nebuchadnezzar, wherever he is, recovered completely.
Oh,
And this time he actually started praising God and saying, yes, you're the one. And he sent
I'm
out a letter
back.
to all the people in his kingdom saying,
praise the Lord.
this is the most amazing God
Praise the Lord.
who rises up, puts down,
Absolutely.
looks after,
Yes.
and does what is right and just. That's what he said, wasn't it?
Amazing.
King Nebuchadnezzar.
Fantastic.
So you finally acknowledged him. So it's
I
a
did.
really, really weird story, isn't it?
Yes, but one I lived out.
But, and you're a kind of a wiser, maybe slightly more humble king,
Maybe.
and maybe even greater because of it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well done, King Nebuchadnezzar.
Fantastic. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye. Well, that was rather a bit of a long story today, wasn't it, with all those puppets?
Has the story finished?
Had anybody ever heard that story before? Had you heard about that dream? Because it's not one of the ones. There's really exciting stories coming up in the next 2 times, but that's quite an obscure, a weird one.
Certainly is.
But do you know of anyone that's kind of thinks they're so brilliant, and kind of like is always saying, look at me, I'm so wonderful"? I don't know. A bit showy-offy, a bit too big for their boots. No.
Don't know.
I mean, some people might have thought certain presidents become a bit like that, don't they? I don't know. Ooh,
Yes.
You won't say any more
Yes,
about
that's
that.
true. That's very
But
true.
there's a thing in the Bible. There's what do you call it? A proverb. It says,
A proverb?
"Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit a fall." And that's in a way what happened in this story. But I was just thinking, nobody likes to show off, and especially not God. Well, that's why King Nebuchadnezzar was a bit like that, and he was a powerful and mighty king, but only because God let him. And God was actually in control and needed to remind King Nebuchadnezzar of that fact. And sometimes we think we're in control, and then look what happens. We have a pandemic, and we all get locked up we have to lock down, and all sorts of weird things happen. Or, I don't know, perhaps your mummies can remember this. Who was alive in 1987 and can remember the Great Storm? Because we all went to bed that night. We'd been married for about a year, and we were just about to go on holiday the next day, and we couldn't get out of Sevenoaks. We woke up, there was no power, there was no telephone lines, it was a beautiful day, and there was this huge hurricane, and all the trees, you have to get some pictures out of it, nearly all the trees in Sevenoaks, Knoll Park, all the ones on the vine, except for one, had fallen down in the night and been blown down. And I heard a banging noise, but I didn't know what it was. But in the morning I noticed that one of my windows was broken. But that's the sort of thing we can think, oh, we're so wonderful and in charge. And then we're reminded that we're not. So it's always good to kind of maybe just talk to God about things and chat and trust him. So that was a bit garbled, wasn't it? But what are you doing over there, Mr. Mitchell?
Oh, I'm just having a thought or two.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, yes, I'm gonna have a thought by the fireplace. Put my feet up, and just have a little think, whilst I'm getting nice and warm by the fire, because it's that time of year, isn't it, when you come in from the rain and the cold, and you just want to snuggle up to the fireplace. And if I put my nice lights on there, it would look really cosy.
Oh, we'll maybe have that.
Yes. Well, I wonder how it's been at school for you recently. Have you met any show-offs at school? Have you met anybody who's getting right on your nerves? Because every time you say something, they say, oh, yeah, but... And they've got to show something off. But, you know, everybody in America, well, not everybody, but a lot of people in America have been getting a little bit fed up with the president there as well. And he's been showing off a bit. And now he's lost an election. Do you know what he's feeling? He's feeling fed up. He's saying, oh, it's not fair. It's not right. He can't show off anymore. He can't boast anymore. And he's saying, it's not fair. It must be rigged. I've got loads of votes. And how come the other person's won? It's fake. They've stolen the election from me. Because by rights, I should be the president. I should be the one in charge. I should be the one in control. And he said this on television. He said that they've stolen the vote. He said it on television in front of millions of people. So it's really, really important to make sure that you don't boast about what you do and what you're able to do. We're all made differently, and we've all got certain things that we're much better at doing than other people. But we all need each other to make this life work. We need people who are good at farming. We need people who are good at making buildings. We need people who are good at thinking. We need people who are good at running. We need people who are good at 101 different things. And all together and working together, we actually live really good lives here in Britain. And at the moment, all the nurses and all the doctors are working hard and working together so that when we get ill from this horrible disease, pandemic, we can get hopefully better again. And we're all kind of pulling together. And that's why our Prime Minister has not been boasting like the President. The President was saying, COVID, COVID, COVID. Oh my goodness, if I hear about that one more time. Boris Johnson hasn't been saying that. He has been saying other things. He's been saying we need to look after each other, we need to watch out for each other, and we need a lockdown just to help us through this next little bit. And hopefully we'll be unlocked for Christmas. We can go out and buy loads of things, see each other at Christmas, and have a really good time. So he hasn't been boasting all that much. Well, he does boast at times, but he's not been boasting about how easy it's been to defeat this virus. He hasn't at all, has it? And it doesn't help anybody else. If you've got the virus and your president is going, oh, what's everybody talking about? And you're really, really ill, that can be really hurtful as well. So boasting can be really hurtful to other people. You may be good at something really good, but by boasting about it, it's not going to help other people. So don't boast. Just do what you're good at and do it really, really well. And people will see that and go, do you know, isn't that great? But if you boast about it, they go, well, that's not very great. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about boasting. Over, back to Sue.
Very good. Okay, well, I've shown you my picture. I also did a tree of leaves, which I just picked.
of leaves?
A tree of leaves, which I picked up the other day. But it's probably easier in the little break that we're going to have now for toast. See if you can do a
Hey,
really, really big tree.
You don't have to hold that up. Do you know why? I've got a camera that we can cut to. Look for. Oh, it's gone off. Who's turned that off? No, I haven't got a camera.
Put it back. Put it back. That's
Sorry,
it.
I thought I had a camera.
So there we are. So there's the tree. That's my tree.
Died.
And I'm going to challenge Alistair to do a tree. And see how many
Challenge me?
different animals and birds and maybe fruit you can put on your tree. And then when we come back after our toast time, and you've had a bit of food as well, we want to see all your lovely pictures, okay? So you've got to do a picture of a tree. Mine's a kind of cedary tree, I think.
Yeah. Look, I'll cut to it now just to prove I did have a camera. Look, there we are. Look,
Oh,
look,
right,
you can
I'll
see
put
your
it-
leaves from
my
above
leaves.
there. Yeah, isn't that
Yeah.
nice?
So,
And you can put your thing underneath now,
Oh, okay.
like that, like that, like that. There we are. You see, so you
Yeah,
don't have to
very
hold it up.
nice.
We can cut to it. Oh, there's the door. Hopefully somebody will get that.
Yes. Well, we've got to go and toast now.
We got.
We haven't even done our song yet,
Oh,
but
no.
we can do that in the second half.
Yeah, we'll do that in the second half. Okay. So everybody, I'm just going to fade to black this time. Okay, because we haven't got the right titles up or anything like that, and we'll see you on the Zoom meeting later. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See you
All right,
later.
see you later then.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.